Welcome to Biodiversity Heritage Library image searching. This recording will introduce ways to search for images from Biodiversity Heritage Library or BHL content, both within the BHL and the BHL Flickr photo stream. A bit of background. The BHL is an astounding resource of free images and illustrations from its digitized content of historical natural history literature. After volumes are digitized by the BHL, people working behind the scenes painstakingly go through them, identifying the page type of each image through a process called pagination. The majority of volumes in the BHL still have not gone through this process, but those that have been paginated may have full page illustrations identified, which in turn may have been uploaded to the BHL Flickr photo stream. It can be daunting finding images of interest among the hundreds of thousands of volumes in the BHL. Researchers often waste a lot of time trying to find useful images that could be pertinent to their work. While there is no specific clear-cut method to search only for images in the BHL, there are a couple of ways to narrow down and identify possible relevant material. The learning objectives of this recording are: explore image search strategies in the BHL, in catalog mode, in the advanced searching mode, which can include the full text search option, and search the BHL's Flickr photo stream. The first strategy will be using the catalog mode in the BHL, which means our search keywords will be looking at the bibliographic metadata of a BHL entry, that's author, title, publication date, publisher, etc., but especially subject terms. Boolean operators and or not can be used to compose searches. And combine search terms and can narrow your results, or includes all search terms and can expand your results, maybe too much. Not will exclude a term in a search, which could remove useful results. Nesting, a little more advanced method, lets you combine multiple searches into a single search. It allows you to group similar concepts or keywords together within parentheses using Boolean operators, so you don't have to perform multiple searches. We'll use a few of these strategies. So, with the catalog button active, start a search with fish and pictorial, because pictorial works is a very common subject heading with highly illustrated books. You could also have left out the Boolean operator between fish and pictorial if you wanted to, since and is already implied in a search. Narrowing facets are available if you want to refine your search. If you just wanted to see the works by Mark Catesby, you could narrow down to his works. Click on the details plus sign of each entry. To see where the terms were picked up. Clicking on the metadata, you can see where our terms were picked up, fish, and then scrolling down to the subject area, you see pictorial works is one of the subject headings. By selecting one of the entries, you will want to click on the Pages segment and scroll down to any page listed as illustration to see that image. At any point, click on the thumbnail viewing option. This may help to see more images at a glance. You can even add more columns, up to 8, by clicking the zoom out minus sign. Also think about using the thumbnail view, because volumes that have not gone through the pagination process may not indicate an illustration in the Pages segment, but you might see some full page illustrations while browsing in the thumbnail view. Note if you see this View Current Page in Flickr link on a single image, you can hop right over to that image in Flickr. The Flickr demonstration is coming up later. Now let's try another catalog search, this time expanding the use of Boolean operators. And I will do insect or plant within parentheses and then pictorial. This is an example of nested searching. Let's narrow to book and author Maria Sibylla Marion. If we click on the details plus sign for each entry, you can see where variations of the search term or the actual search term were found. Again, in the Pages segment, find any page type illustration or click the thumbnail view to see more pages and images at a glance. Now let's try the second strategy using advanced search. Some historical exploratory voyages created multiple volume reports on their findings. Often illustrations based on the findings were put in an atlas volume separate from the text volumes. Since this information would usually not appear in a metadata field, therefore not found only in a catalog search, you would have to do a search that looks through the full text of material. Full text search results are determined by an optical character recognition or OCR program. An advanced search query using the text field on the Publications tab will search both catalog metadata and full text. Here's an example. In title, we'll enter the word voyage. Pictorial in the subject field. And atlas in the text field. Note, you must supply a keyword in the title or author name fields or select a collection for this search to work. In the first result, we'll click the details plus sign to see the search terms. And we'll select this entry in the page viewer. You'll see nothing but text, text, text as the page type. Now click the drop-down selecting the Atlas volume and choose the thumbnail view. You can now scroll through the many plates in this Atlas volume. Here's another search using advanced search. In the title field, enter America. In the author field, Audubon. In the subject field, again, pictorial. And in the text field, enter the word plate. By clicking the details plus sign, you see where the search terms were found. Note the Roman numeral numbering. This may be a clue that full page plates may be found within. Now by either scrolling down in the Pages segment and clicking any page type illustration, or by clicking the thumbnail viewing option, you will see full page plates. Also consider trying non-English terms. For example, in the title field, we'll enter the common French word dans. In the subject field, pictorial. And in the text field, enter the French word planche, which is the French word for plate. And we'll select Traité de Paléontologie. And again, scroll down in the Pages segment, look for any page identified as an illustration to see a full page plate, or again, choose the thumbnail view. Or try this example. In the title field, enter the common German word aus. And again, pictorial in the subject field. And in the text field, the German word Tafel, a German word used for plates. And selecting this Vögel aus Asien, Africa, America, click on the details plus sign, and again you'll see where our search terms are picked up. Going into the entry, again select a page type identified as an illustration to see full page illustration. However, not all volumes that have full-page illustrations have a subject heading of pictorial works, so continue using illustration-related keywords in the text field of an advanced search. For example, in the title field, enter fish and Hawaii. Come down to the text field, enter plate. Bypassing the subject field, and we'll narrow to book and select this Hawaiian fishes. If you click on the view metadata, you'll see Hawaii and fish have been picked up, but you'll notice the subject terms, there is no pictorial works identified as a subject term. And if we go into this entry, again, scroll down the Pages segment, look for pages that are identified as illustration, and you will see a nice full page plate. Now let's move on to searching the BHL's Flickr photo stream. Back at the BHL homepage, scroll down to Today's Pics Flickr stream, click on View More Images on Flickr. It will open up the BHL account, Flickr account. You do not need a Flickr account to search for images. Select the Photo Stream tab. You will do your searching using the magnifying glass below the BHL banner image. Click on the magnifying glass and enter your search terms. For example, Smithsonian and birds. The results should be images tagged with the words Smithsonian and birds. Click on any image and scroll down to the tags area. These are keywords that come from the volume's metadata and or terms that are added by people with Flickr accounts and can include machine tagging, a specific format for adding tags to images. A taxonomy binomial or taxonomy trinomial is an example of machine tagging. Machine tagging adds more precision in searching and helps images become more discoverable, such as through search engines. Let's try a binomial search. So we'll search Grus americana. Use quotes around multiple word terms you want to keep together. The result is several images of the whooping crane. Note also in a Flickr page, there may be albums and galleries where the image has been grouped with other images. Albums tend to be from BHL authorized or initiated uploading or curation. At least one album will be all the images from that particular volume this image came from. Galleries tend to be created by people with Flickr accounts who have an interest in the images. Other searches to try, uh, scientific words such as Lepidoptera, or common word jellyfish. You can also try nested Boolean searching. There is a link where you can find additional training materials on the BHL FAQ. Scroll to General and select where can I find training materials about using BHL collections and services. So the key takeaway in this recording is that there is no comprehensive exact method for finding single page plates or illustrations in the BHL. We have explored some suggested search strategies, but we'll leave it up to you to formulate your queries based on your individual goals. Thank you for watching this recording.